Hi, welcome. So, for the Blueprint Studios Ninjago Cinematic Universe, today we are covering Part 5, and in it, we will be developing Episode 4. Now, if you haven't watched the previous episodes, please make sure that you go watch those before you watch this one, because it would make more sense. And with that said, let's just get straight into this. Now, the characters that would be prominently featured in this episode would be Zane, Wu, Dr. Julian, Glacius Nivalis, Jay, and Cole. Now, Zane, if we remember, would be played by Tobey Maguire, most known for his role as Spider-Man in the Raimi trilogy. As for Dr. Julian, I would cast Michael Douglas, known as Hank Pym in the MCU. So for Glacius Nivalis, I would cast Victor French, most known for his role as Isaiah Edwards on Little House on the Prairie. And with that said, let's not waste any more time. Let's just get straight into Episode 4, titled The Frost Within. The episode begins with a slow zoom into the photograph from Episode 1, this time focusing on Glacius Nivalis, the former elemental master of ice. His stoic expression reflects his calm and measured demeanor, while icy patterns swirl around his hands in the image. Ice is not merely the absence of warmth. It is a force of nature, sharp and unyielding. Glacius Nivalis was the living embodiment of this truth, his power unmatched in the art of frost. But even the coldest hearts seek solace when they know their time is near. The image transitions into a snowy battlefield, showing Glacius in action during the Serpentine War, wielding his icy powers to freeze a horde of Serpentine mid-charge. His mastery over ice is both awe-inspiring and devastating. The narrative shifts to a secluded bunker in the middle of a vast snowy forest. Inside, Dr. Julian, a kind, eccentric inventor, works diligently on his latest project. Beside him, Zane, a young man with a serene and quiet demeanor, assists by handing him tools and organizing his workspace. A montage shows their daily life. Zane helps Julian repair old machines, creating gadgets to make their secluded life more comfortable. Julian teaches Zane lessons on morality, kindness, and the importance of protecting others. Zane shows an innate understanding of the world around him, from the mechanics of a clock to the beauty of a snowflake. You are my greatest creation, Zane. Not because of what you can do, but because of who you are. One stormy night, there's a knock at the heavy metal door of the bunker. Zane opens it to find Glacius Nivalis, the former elemental master of ice. Battered and weary, his breath visible in the icy air, Julian invites him in without hesitation. No one should be left to weather a storm alone. Come, warm yourself. Glacius accepts the hospitality, though his movements are slow and his face pale. He watches Zane with quiet curiosity throughout the evening, observing his precision and compassion as he helps Julian prepare a meal. Your boy, he's unlike any other I've seen. He carries a calmness that belies his youth. Julian smiles but doesn't explain the truth about Zane's origins. Later that night, Glacius confides in Julian, revealing that his strength is failing and his time as the elemental master of ice is nearing its end. The power of ice is too great to leave unclaimed. I have no kin, no one to carry on my legacy. But your son, he was built to protect. I believe he is worthy. Julian is hesitant, but eventually agrees. Knowing Zane was created to safeguard others, Glacius performs a ritual placing his hand on Zane's shoulder and transferring the power of ice into him. Zane shivers as frost briefly dances across his skin. You may not understand this now, but the power within you is a gift. Use it wisely. As dawn breaks, Glacius leaves the bunker, disappearing into the snowy horizon. Time passes peacefully until one fateful day when Dr. Julian's health begins to decline. Zane, unaware of Julian's worsening condition, continues to care for him. One evening, as Julian sits weakly in his chair, he calls Zane to his side. My boy, you've brought me more joy than I ever thought possible. But now my time has come. Zane's face reflects confusion and concern, but Julian reassures him with a warm smile. You will go on, Zane. You will protect those who cannot protect themselves. That is your purpose, your gift. With trembling hands, Julian flips a switch on Zane, deactivating his memory core to spare him the pain of loss.
You were always the son I never had. It's time you begin your next stage in life. And the only reason I'm about to do this is because I love you.
Julian dies moments later, leaving Zane motionless, unaware of who he is or what he has lost. The story fast forwards to Zane, living alone in the snowy forest, unaware of his past but surviving through instinct and the faint remnants of Julian's teachings. He spends his day carving ice sculptures and watching over the wildlife, always feeling a pull towards something greater. Master Wu arrives in the forest, following rumors of a young man with an unexplainable connection to the cold. He finds Zane sitting calmly outside his cabin, frost forming on his hands as he shapes an icy bird. Zane, I have been searching for you. Zane, curious but unafraid, stands to meet Wu. Wu explains the rising threat of Lord Garmadon and the need for protectors of Ninjago. Without hesitation, Zane agrees to join him. My place is not here. I am ready to go. Wu brings Zane to the monastery, where he meets Cole and Jay for the first time. The three begin training together, their personalities clashing but gradually finding common ground. So, what's your deal? You're like, really calm. It's kind of freaky. Don't take it personally. Jay's always freaked out. Zane, ever composed, simply nods. The episode ends with Zane silently watching the sunset from the monastery rooftop. A faint smile on his face for the first time in his life. He feels like he's part of something larger. Wu watches from a distance. Even the coldest winds can warm the heart. He is stronger than he knows. As the screen fades to black. The episode highlights Glacius's decision to entrust his powers to Zane, emphasizing the importance of passing on strength to those who can use it wisely. Zane's journey reflects the idea that even without knowing who we are, our actions can define us. The budding relationships between Zane, Cole, and Jay hint at the unity that will form among the ninja. The final moments show Wu traveling through a village, looking at the big campfire the town is having. Flames swelling high, Wu looks on with resolve. Fire burns brightest in the face of danger. It is time to seek the flame. The episode fades to black, with the words popping on the screen. Next, the Forge of Fire. So this was episode 4. Make sure that you stay tuned for episode 5 when it comes out. Please make sure that you go leave a like and subscribe to the channel because it really would help out a lot. And with that said, this is what I would do. What about you?